Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be prepping out and getting the 98 Forester ready for a WRX swap. I'm going to pull the whole dash to get the wiring going. Already pulled all this stuff because originally I was going to do just a manual swap. You got a screw down here, and then one in the side, and then make sure you undo these plugs when you pull it out. Since I will be changing out my steering wheel, I will just be taking that off as well to get it out of the way. To get the airbag off, on both sides there's these two holes, and that's a T27. Good way to get this plug out, take a flathead and kind of come in at one side of it, pull that bad boy up, and the whole thing will pull right off. Take a 17 to make it easy to loosen it, and then you kind of pull on the steering wheel so it pops off and it's loose, and then go ahead and pull that off, because if you have that off, you'll want to bash yourself in the face. Okay, once you get that steering wheel pulled off, go ahead and pull this bezel off, screw in it right there, and then to pull this off, the screw here, and on this other side, and there's one in the far back over here. It's a little challenging to get to those ones. So you pull this bottom bezel out after you get the steering wheel off. There's one bolt underneath it over here, and then it'll pop down, and then you got this top piece to take off, but I'm gonna pull this piece off first before I can get to this one. So there's two up here, that thing will slide out, and then you undo the three on here, one on each side, one in the back. They're a little challenging to get to. Then after that, you're gonna come over to pull the center. You got two bolts here. Got a bolt right here in the center, and you got three down in there. Then the next step is going to be pulling out the cluster. You got three screws, and on top of the cluster there's three plugs. It's kind of easier to roll it up and out to get to the plugs. I'm going to probably pull this center section apart. So you got a screw on both sides of the cup holder, and then you got to pop this off, pop these two covers off. You got two screws there, and this piece right here should just pull right out after you undo these plugs behind this. As always, got Mr. Kitty with us helping us out. Next step's to undo these two right here, and then I'm going to do all these four for the deck. Screw back here on both sides. In order to get that out, you're going to have to undo this whole jockey box spot. So there's 5 screws that I can see. Probably pop this bad boy out, or it might come out with it. Down low, there's 2 screws down low as well. I am going to undo all 4 of those to take that out. Get that cup holder out. There's a screw under it. After we get all this stuff moved out of our way, we're going to come over here. There's 3 10s on each side. There's these 2 10s right here. Okay, to get the airbag off, you got 3 10s, one here, one back over here, and one back over here. Okay, that piece just pulls right out. It's easier to kind of get a little screwdriver in there and to pull it up a little bit. And then you got a 10 here and 10 over there. Just be mindful when you're pulling the dash out, because there's probably going to be a few plugs back here that need to be pulled. I know I haven't pulled these ones yet, so I'm about to do that. But other than that, it looks like it freed the dash to be able to pull out. Make sure you undo the airbag one as well. Now that I got the dash out, I'm gonna just start kind of changing these out, because I'm just gonna be switching out the entire wiring harness out of a 2003 WRX. This 10, then do these 10s. Kind of fish out the wiring harness as I go, see whatever way it needs to come out. I know that I need to pull out these plastic low part of the A-pillar right there. Little update, I got the steering column pulled out with all the pedal assembly out. Got all this stuff pretty much disconnected. I gotta do a couple things here to disconnect it, and then I need to jump to the other side. For the most part, got all that over there taken out, all the wiring moved. I just gotta take this heater core out now and unplug all this side. Once you're in the engine bay, you gotta remove this hose right here and remove this hose right here. After that, you're gonna have to disconnect this AC and pull those out of the way so you can kind of get that pull up. And then this I'm gonna undo all these plugs so I can work it through right here back into the cab. And all these plugs going over this way. After I undo this, I'm going to undo all this and delete the AC. Okay, if you ever run into airbag problem like this, or you need to pull the airbag thing out, you're gonna need a tamper resistant Torx bit T40. Okay, now that I got all that taken out, I'm gonna move on to the engine harness. So I'll jack it up, pull the bumper off, pull the fenders off. Once you get the fenders, the bumper, and all that taken off, go ahead and pull the fuse box over here off, and then you can fish it through the cab all the way around. And I'm coming, basically work both sides out, and then now I've got these bottom ones left. The wiring harness taken out. all the way out over here. And here is the build series for the WRX swapped Forester. Thanks again for watching and stay tuned, guys.